Okay, I'm back.
All right. I'm going to basically what I'm going to attempt to try and do is. I made the joke earlier about freestyle rapping, but what I'm basically going to attempt to try and do here is put together. Yeah, right. That'll be over. That'll be over probably shorter than your singing was. So simply because I can't do it. But I'm basically going to kind of launch into like a closing argument kind of speech, but each line is going to rhyme basically as I'm making an effort to try and convince him of the
troubadour lawyer.
Well, the unfrozen troubadour lawyer, the futility of his will versus ours, and what we're all here to try and do to accomplish, and the fact that we're apparently in this dream realm. And my effort here is I want to try to impress him to improve the relationship so that we can get him to release us is the ultimate goal that's going to happen here. But so we're going to give this a shot here, and we're even going to spend a little karma because we're dealing with a horror, and that's
if you actually beat his social thing, I'm going to be impressed. So.
I don't.
By the way, very very sneaky reference that you slipped that in very quickly.
No, the unfrozen troubadour.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just a troubadour. Your ways and horror powers frighten me. Okay, so let's see. That is that. All right, so doing this, and I got to roll. It's not going to allow me to roll the karma die, I think, or is it?
I believe it's.
Oh wait, here we go. Yep, it does. It does. Here it comes, karma.
And if it ever doesn't, just click the step 4 button if you have to.
So what do you say to him?
It is just kind of a several paragraph monologue that does rhyme, where basically I want to say to him, we've come to some sort of impasse where you seem to think that we are these certain people, but we are now these different people, and you have somehow brought us into your realm. We don't want to be here. This is the constant struggle between beings of your nature and beings of our nature. In the end, it comes down to simply a contest of wills and a matter of time. And at this point in time, it is not the time to basically figure out or to come to some sort of conclusion resolution. So I think the best thing is for you to let us go, and one day in the future we'll meet and be able to settle this once and for all. And that's kind of what as he goes into this monologue, and I'll move around the room to kind of add some,
theatrical and give it flair.
Exactly, to kind of improve the impression effort.
When you're about into paragraph 2, moving, he just
that's when he melts my brain.
That's when he goes, "I'm boring of this," and takes a swat at you.
Nice.
And as you prepare to be swatted, essentially. Because it is a very large hand coming at your face.
Not in the face. Okay.
That's his war cry.
You hear what seems to be like a destruction of a wall, and a blur appears in front of you.
A blur?
Yeah, stopping the hand. It's hard to see what it is. But it's just one of those. As it blocks it, you also hear, go! There's an exit. Go now.
I'm looking for this exit.
There's a very large door that is easy to see.
I grab Waylon and pull him towards it.
I will grab Kaja as I'm being pulled.
Yeah.
Everybody grab a buddy.
I'm just imagining the very bad anime thing of one person holding the other person holding and all waving in the wind.
Yeah.
We'll activate our Scooby-Doo legs and...
Well, it is a dream, so gravity might work differently here. Who knows?
As you run outside, you notice that the world of the dream is gone. It's starting to look like a hellish landscape. Creatures everywhere, horrible things. That just kind of popping up going, hey! You just hear a couple
they're terrible. I'm scared.
Cursing and shoutings. You will not interrupt me. And eventually you see what was the blur now being a human with a sword and shield flying out, kind of landing in front of you, going, all right, he's still kind of strong. We got to go now. Follow me.
I'm going to follow.
Yeah. All
right. Just continue our chain.
He runs and you keeps trying to help you avoid, but it's all very quick that he's moving about. you guys are able to keep up, but a lot of things are just popping up and yelling. You see a lot of like Jehuthras and various other horrors that I don't really know because I haven't searched into the horror-made monsters.
That's good. I'm glad you haven't. Let's keep it that way for about 7 or 8 more level ups.
No. If we're going with the traditional book, you'd be facing it by the end of the. All right, but no.
Yeah, that module was bad.
Eventually, he points to a door that does not look like it fits into this world. So
How so?
The world is very dark, looks ashy, like it's just hell. This one actually looks like it's actually a wooden oak door.
Ah. Is it just sort of sitting on the ground like it's not actually attached to a wall of any
it's
kind?
against a mountain. It looks like there should be a cave entrance behind it. So it opens the doors, yells at you to get inside, which I'm assuming all of you do.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take a free action to say I hope this isn't the bar we were just at.
You run inside. He closes the door, and
That's still improvement.
You start seeing him scribble something on the door, and just going, "All right, that should protect us for a while." Who are you, and why are you here?
Funny, we were about to ask you the same thing.
What he said.
All right, I don't know why Zinzian's brought you here, but
Who?
there's
What?
the big guy, the guy that Lord Zinzian, the fucking king of horrors back there, self-proclaimed king of horrors, I should say.
As everybody knows, is actually Vertigorn.
He had to have some business with you. What were you? Did you contact him trying to get a deal?
No.
And have regrets?
I've never had business with him before.
That name is unfamiliar to me. I'm sorry. He claimed to know us, but
that he knew us in past life.
Wait,
Is possible?
did he say something about like there was a previous deal?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Yes.
Oh no.
I can't imagine us, me being so stupid in past life to make deal with him, though.
You know, previous you, maybe. We were all kind of scared at the time. Okay. He starts looking around.
We?
Pacing.
Give him a
back.
funny look. I raise an
Yes.
eyebrow and want to ask we.
Yes, we. Okay.
By the way, what race is this guy?
Human.
But apparently, human. It's like you are not normal human, obviously.
Well, I was normal before being pulled here, so look. I don't know.
Here since back then.
I don't know how long it's been. Days turn to months, or weeks turn to months turn to years turned into, oh god, please don't eat me, while I'm trying to remember what the sorcerer taught me about protecting myself against the goddamn horrors, okay? Actually, Grigori, do a perception check. Go ahead, say what you're going to say, Waylon.
no, I was just. Are you saying that? I mean that you were from our care, or are you from a different care? Do we know each other, or did we know each other? I guess maybe in this sense.
I was never in a care. You notice, Grigori notices around him, especially if he looks in the astral.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot like the inside of the care used to look.
I don't even know if astral sight would work right now, considering I think we kind of are in the astral or something like it.
You can kind of see a magical grid around
Yeah.
you and stuff.
Sorry, what was the information again?
When you look around, you see symbols splattered, and you see what looks to be like the inside of the care used to look like, the shielding, but inside the home there, the walls and everything. And it's like, but to go back to Waylon, I was never in a care. Look, I don't know which one of you are which as of right now, because spirits are a stupid thing. But yeah, we made a dumb deal back then. We were afraid of the Turian? What was the empire that was trying to...
Theron.
Theron.
Yeah, we were afraid of the Theron Empire imposing. We were trying to look for any way to stop them, okay? This fucking horrors, the scourge, it wasn't something we really expected. Or not expected for at least a while after the, invasion. So
you made a deal with a horde to fend off the Therans? Is that what you're saying?
all of us made a deal. We were working with this sorcerer. What was his name? Raxri. Raxri was trying to get help from them. He was talking about ways to protect, ways to do things. He was talking about these stupid items, something that could, help protect or actually, put negativity on these guys. Where is the Star of Twilight actually right now?
It's probably on Gregory.
It's probably in my backpack because I was already trying to weave a thread to it, so
Okay.
I probably have possession of it.
Yeah. Just talking about trying
Actually, no, I'm probably wearing it.
Oh, you're wearing it. Okay.
I might as well be.
Okay. He actually, as he
Just
says...
because I haven't activated its magic yet doesn't mean I might not just keep it there. Keep it ready. I was planning on trying again in the morning, so...
He actually is saying they're just kind of going around. They're trying to make stuff, various artifacts that could protect people. And where'd you get that? Points to the star.
It was in cave with ugly, spiky spider construct. Jehuthra.
Could it be that? No, it could.
It was on.
No, it had to be something else.
Found on Dead Man.
Could it actually? No. That's one of the items. The Relics of Twilight.
This explains its name.
Look, the way it was being constructed, where the relics were supposed to be taking, power from here to fight their way against. But unfortunately, it also helped kind of call small-time horrors to us. So it's one of those things.
Start taking it off.
It's only really happens when it's activated, but the power it grants is immense. If you're not within 10 miles of a horror, they won't see you. But
Right. We'll never be using this item then.
So using this item calls horrors to you if they can see it. It's like a magnet.
If they're within the radius, it's like a beacon. They can come to it if they want to, or they can ignore it. A lot of small timers will. Big timers, they don't give two shits.
Is this because we tried to tap into items magic last night?
That would explain why you actually were able to, why he was able to find you, why he was able to pull you here.
Right. Well, when we are finished this mission, we are going to Death Sea and throwing this in the lava.
Actually, I have an alternate plan. The sorcerer was making a second group of items. The Dawn armament. Look, these protect you. These will use the power to kind of act as a small-time care, as things that do negativity, and they can protect you against the horrors. They can even affect the horrors. But the Dawn armament, if you can find those can actually destroy them.
The Dawn armament, you say?
Yes.
So one set calls them, the other set destroys them.
One set pulls their powers to create the effects they need. That's what calls them.
While calling them to us.
Yes, the other side, it calls the pureness through them. Yet those have an effect on you.
Could be a useful lure for later then.
Actually, I do have a thing to ask. If we are able to get the entire Relics of Twilight, there is a potential I could come back. I've been here for... How long has it been since the horrors invaded?
Well, since we've...
few hundred years.
Go ahead.
Hundreds of years.
Since Scourge started and then eventually ended.
You see him walk over to a chair and just slump down. They're all dead then, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
My family's
If
gone.
you mean your companions, yes.
Met my family.
And any humans you knew, definitely. Many generations gone.
What care did you three come from?
I'll tell them whatever the name of it was.
I believe it was Aramath, yes?
Aramore, actually.
Aramore, sorry, check my notes. Yes, Aramore.
It's a bit south of Haven.
It's okay. That's good to know that it actually survived. Me and you three, the ones you were back then, we learned too late that they were coming, that the magic use in the world was ripping a hole open. So, in exchange for anything we were gaining, we made sure that we were able to protect an area. We tried making sure our families were there. We tried making sure this whole protection was set up. I guess he actually followed through because the care that was set up there was not a strong one. It was last minute.
So you are likely being one of my ancestors then.
Possibly. Yet I never knew
Many
anyone,
generations ago.
never knew anyone who talked with an accent like that in my family.
Ah, neither do I, honestly. I picked it up somewhere else.
We had a number of different surrounding villages and things inside our care. We kind of consolidated, so to speak, to preserve resources. Our cares are our villages and towns are small to begin with.
I know. I was the one who helped set it up.
I spend more time with the spirits than the living, so I end up with different method of speaking.
That
So
wait.
So if we
did
must
you talk
find
to
these
the
other-
old troll?
Sorry, what?
He's actually looking to Grigori when you say method of speaking. Did you talk to that old troll that was there at one point?
Is that the one I learned fire? The guy I learned Fireblood from?
Yeah, we're
Was
gonna
the
say
old
that.
troll?
Yeah, an older troll who's a spirit was helping you.
Mm-hmm. The one who was Sky Raider.
Yeah. Huh.
Yes, he had useful things to teach.
Oh, good. At least he was some use. Sorry. So Wayland was saying?
So these relics of Twilight, where would we even begin to start to look for some of these?
That becomes the issue. See, what was his name? Rexray. He's an elf. He should still be alive if he made it to the care that he was going to be in. He would more likely be near the ocean. He always preferred that, so.
Rexray, an elf.
Yes.
Well,
Is Bartertown still a thing?
yes, yes, it is. We were on our eventual way there, but I'm sorry, we're going on our way to Merrick.
If you can make it to Bartertown, then you may be able to find some help there. There should be some wizards and such that may have some knowledge where this guy is. He's a crazy old bastard, but he'll help you. But, like I said, the Dawn of Armament will help destroy the horrors and help protect against another scourge, another thing that he's trying to plan. He's been planning this ever since the last one shot everyone back here.
Yes, sounds like he's trying to get everybody let back into world again.
Yeah.
Prematurely.
See, I'm not sure of the causes of your deaths, but I ended up throwing myself in here. I had to sacrifice because otherwise it would have ripped a hole open even bigger. So, maybe if you can find all the relics, I can actually try and come back to the world.
And what is your name? You haven't even told us yet.
Oh, how foolish of me.
Quick, launch
Narnus. My name is Narnus, sir.
Narnus.
Narnus. Like Arnis with an N.
Like Arnis, like that's even a thing anyways.
Yes. Yes. That... I'm tired of being in this realm.
And you think that one of your former companions, Rexray, an elf, might still be alive, possibly near the ocean?
He should be. If not, then potentially you should be able to find his books, and if any of you know magic or can get into contact with people that know magic.
The elf's name again, sorry?
Rexray.
A Rexray.
Any quick note.
Yep.
Sorry if I'm making too many keyboard noises.
That's right. Okay.
So he said something about if one of us knows magic, then what?
Then you should be able to decipher his notes if he's not around anymore.
Should be fine.
So, yes. He's just sitting there and is like, all right, what were you doing before you got pulled into here?
Meditating.
Yeah.
Before that, we were studying and trying to activate the medallion pendant.
Okay, good. So
Before that,
temporarily
dangerous
pulled you
wagon ride.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, especially if it's you three. But yes.
Wait, what?
Anyways, if you're sleeping, then, well, it should be pretty simple to wake you up. Who wants to go back first? He starts seeing him shifting around, pulling out a small dagger.
Don't think order matters, but send warrior first. Send fighter first, in case
Okay.
there's trouble.
Hey, wait. No.
He grabs
Oh?
Kaja's hand and just pricks into it.
You don't want to wake up, Kaja?
How does he react to being stabbed in the hand?
Just out of nowhere, just scream. Just, ah!
And you wake up screaming, and it's day on the inside. Just, ah! And Waylon and Grigori just see him disappear. Right? This is going to freak you out a little bit.
A little.
Well,
Yes.
we just saw. I think it freaked him out more.
All right. You, Mr. Flute Man.
Well,
Flute
sure, why not?
And you see him go and stab your hand. You wake up just, okay. About the time Kaja also sees him wake up, freaked out.
And then either Metro just wakes up normally with no reaction because he's used to this blood magic shit.
All right. He just sits there and stabs your hand. And before he says, good luck finding him. But yes, you're all back into the overworld. Into the normal world.
Let's see.
Guys, I had the weirdest dream.
Yes, it's not really dream, I think.
You look on the back of your hands and you actually see an indent from where he stabbed you.
Okay.
Always on to Bartertown then, yes?
Once we complete our mission, I agree. And then if not Bartertown, then we'll have to see what we can do about this Rexray individual. If he's near the ocean, that could be tricky. We could go to the
ocean
RSC.
Then is probably either Europa might be a strong option of where he is.
Well, if we are in Merrick.
Southwest.
Yes, no, I agree. If we are in Merrick, we might be able to charter a riverboat to take us down to there.
Well, let me just double check. Was our mission with the troll farmers, was that ending at Merrick, or was that just I thought it was ending at Bartertown.
I think it was ending at Bartertown, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I was surprised at where all this Merrick stuff was coming from, but I just wanted
Because
to
it's the
double check,
closest
make
goddamn
sure.
town right there to you.
I just wanted to double check and make sure I wasn't being the senile one here.
I
It's usually my fault when things are being forgotten. So.
All right. Actually, Tenrex comes over looking at you guys. Well, you guys slept like freaking logs last night. Good sleep?
Not so
could have been better.
But ready to continue, yes?
Yep. We just gotta stop in Merrick, then try and see if we can get our asses down the river. So, if you all are ready, let's load up and go.
I'm sure Kaja's people can help us with River.
All right.
Perhaps, yeah.
Well,
Dakota, your thing's blinking, but we're not hearing anything.
I'm just chuckling to myself.
No. Well, there's a lot of scrying riverboaters, so.
all right. But yes, it's another like 2 days to there, so just dun, 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 dun. Slow as.
Indiana Jones are way along.
Yep.
Dun.
Okay. So it's a few days later. You end up in Merrick. It is a small town. It's got a lot of people like talking about riverboat rides and stuff like that, but not much. Let's see. Actually, it's a bigger town, isn't it? It's a city.
Probably at least medium.
It's a city, actually.
City.
Actually,
Yeah.
it looks pretty big.
It is a bustling city then. Never mind my small town thing.
It's not a super major city, but it's big-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a major city, but it's a large city enough that it warrants a lot of people wandering about, doing their daily business. Mostly people trying to, set up trades to go up and down the river. And people welcoming the arrivals of the travelers from the pass into there. And to a lesser extent, the ones who took the way around, because those are usually not merchants, so screw them.
So,
Yes,
what is our troll benefactor's name again?
Enrix.
Tenrix. Once we are we going to go? Obviously, we're going to go. I imagine we're going to go around the mountains. Correct? Are we heading up to the northwest, or will we be going through the pass where the river runs?
like the South River or the West River, in other words. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we usually just take the West River, go up, and then deload the horses in, and we go into Bartertown because it costs so much more to go down because you have to go East River, then you have to hit up all the smaller towns, and then you have to make sure to keep going. And well, generally they don't want to pay for that much cost.
It does seem easier.
Yes. All right. Excellent.
So it'd be about a 5-day trip up that way to the river, then another 4-day trip down from there to Bartertown. You guys might want to
Perfect.
restock on your provisions there.
How many days total has it been? Has it been just a couple days? Actually, it's been like a week, right?
It's been about a week, yeah.
A week since we left town?
Yep.
Okay. Got 2 weeks worth left. Good.
We actually
Good. As do I.
are going to be stuck here for like 2 days, so you guys may want to try and find a place to sleep for the night that isn't on the ground.
Yes, but you don't have to tell me twice
Good
about
idea.
that.
Just once.
So does Grigori even try the Star of Twilight?
Oh
again?
no, it's back in my backpack again, and I'm gonna find some nice thick cloth to wrap it in permanently.
Oh, you happen to go by a fabric store talking about all their nice wares they have there.
Waylon, you have to warn me about the side effects to these things before we mess with them.
I must say that I had no knowledge that such things were that there was this level of attachment. I mean, of course, most items have increasing levels of power the more you get to know about them. But I would have had no idea in regards to what this would have done at this brief and most infinitesimal amount of knowledge. I do apologize, of course.
This is one of dangers of world we need to watch for.
Yes,
Certainly.
indeed.
Is tough learning experience, yes?
Yep. It would have been even tougher because he never told you how to deactivate it.
Well, yeah, there's that small detail as well.
I'm glad I A didn't spend karma and didn't succeed on that roll last night.
I could just imagine just barely able to move. All right, how do I stop it? I'll tell you
On
in the morning.
permanently. Well, we're not going anywhere fast.
Put him in the
Yes,
back with the corn.
Yeah, pretty much. I become cargo.
Yay! Someone remembered the corn. All right. So yes, you have a few days, about 3 days, stuck in this town. So when you first get there, you can find a room, or you guys can camp out wherever the hell you want to.
What time of day is it when we arrive?
It is a little past noon.
All right, we got a lot of time, so
Yeah.
I want to look for some sort of public library or some sort of place I can get some research done.
Alrighty.
Probably not a typical public library. Maybe if they have any. My goal here is I want to research this Lord Zynthian or whatever his name was, if I'm pronouncing that right. The guy in the dream world name dropped him, so
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
sounded like Zynthian to me.
Yeah, it's Zinth. Zinthinin.
Yeah.
Zinthinian.
So I want to attempt to find any information I can about him, so that we can be better armed against him.
Okay.
It probably wouldn't necessarily be in a public library, but maybe it would be if it has sections on like scourge knowledge or.
Do you have any way to search the trying to remember what skills that you have?
Well, as for mundane skills, I do have the research skill.
Yeah, roll that real quick to find out some small stuff about this town, see how good its library is.
7.
All right, you actually know that there is a college in there that actually holds a lot of magical texts and such as that.
Yeah, so that'll be the place.
So yeah.
I'll spend some time there until it's dinner time, and then I'll arrange to meet back with these guys at some wherever we find our lodgings at. Like I guess first we should figure out where our lodgings are, and then I'll split off and do that and come back here later.
Oh, but I was wanting you to just be stuck trying to find it by yourself.
We could, what? Why don't you go ahead and do that, and we can agree to rendezvous at a certain time of the wagons, and one of us, me or Kaja, can go and find us some lodgings.
Perfect.
Who has all the junk from the last fight that we actually picked up stuff?
Probably the wagons.
Probably in the wagons, yeah. But you're talking about like the armor and weapons from the bandits,
Yeah, the
right?
armor and the shitty weapons.
Yeah, you guys should pawn that off.
Yeah, I was gonna go do that or go try to make them better because I can make weapons.
All right.
Kaja, if you want to go and take care of those items, I'll be more than happy to find us a good place to stay for the next day or so.
Can do.
All right.
Oh,
Excellent.
I'll gladly do that.
Grigori's pretty much going to spend the whole time we're in town camped in this research area.
All right. So,
outside of sleeping and eating.
I want to involve you guys in world creation. Randar, what is this library called?
Don't involve me in making up names, man. You evil bastard. All right, fine. Let us go ahead and blatantly steal from other places. It's called Bergenworth Academy.
Okay.
It's not stealing when I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
It's from a fitting source when we're talking about horrors, let's just say.
Okay. All right, so you're in, where is it? Bergenworth Academy.
It's with a Y, not an O.
Okay, but yes, after they have you get there you see a couple of like older ladies just in there going, "Can we help you?"
Yes, I need access to research of outer planar entities.
Why?
To better fight them, of course.
Okay, first hold this, and they pull out this orb that they request you hold with your bearskin.
Okay, I hold the obvious horror taint detector.
Yes. You just feel it tingling all through you. And just like...
Tingly.
Okay, you didn't go up in flames, so that means you're there. I wouldn't suggest trying to father any children for the next 3 days.
Good idea.
Just an FYI, we've seen some issues with that. But yes, if you're doing research on horrors, it is down the hall to the left, up the stairs, and down the balcony, and then this long convoluted way that once you get there, you realize it's just literally up the stairs to her right.
But I went around 5 circles in the middle for no reason, yeah?
Yeah, because, all right, I'm going to say, I had a lot of librarians who were pains in the ass that made me go everywhere. All right, so...
By the way, I love the fact that their horror taint detector will just outright murder you if you're found to be tainted.
It's no joke, okay? In the larger cities, it's no joke.
No, that was out of character. In character, he just nods approvingly at the orb.
Yes. All right, so Wayland goes around and is looking for some place to stay, yes?
Indeed I am.
All right, you find a small but reasonably looking inn. It has rooms with several beds in it, so you don't have to pay too much. What is it called?
This one's a reasonable place, you say?
Yes.
The Randy Stallion.
No, that's the proprietor's name.
At least that's what they call him anyway.
He prefers Randall, but whatever. This place is known. Actually, it is called Randall's Hearth. Is the name of this particular inn.
Okay. When you go inside, you notice it's a very nice looking place. In the center is a very large fire to warm up the entire place, and some
excellent.
sticks over it so they can be cooking. I'm guessing you asked them about how much it cost.
Yeah, I'll make my kind of way in there, and I'm assuming so. This is kind of like the labor or lunch crowd that is probably in here now. Or unless do I see like other adepts myself, or is this kind of more of a working class kind of inn?
It's more of a working class. It's got like a decent number of people that look like they just got off the boat and they're here now.
Oh.
So they're just eating their food and everything. A larger man comes up to you. How can I help you?
Ah, good sir. Good day to you. My companions and I are new here in town. We're looking for a lodging for a couple of days, and I have to say, looking around here, this seems like quite the place. I'm rather impressed with your hearth there, although nothing cooking on the spit.
Oh, they ate it all right now, so that's why.
So not quite set up for the dinner crowd yet, eh?
No, we have a few hours.
Oh, excellent. Perfect. Yes, there are three of us. So I'm not sure if you have how many rooms available, but
We have a room with like 4 beds if you're wanting to rent that one.
it is a good sized room, or are the beds touching each other in the sense that they're all kind of packed in there?
You want the truth or my salesman pitch?
Let's go with the truth. Let's try something different.
They're a little close to each other.
Are
Not-
they? Are they?
It's enough room to stretch and enough room for, as we learned, an obsidian and a dwarf and a very large troll. And I mean very large. He gestures on, Earth.
Yes.
To sleep uncomfortably in there. So if your companions are no bigger than you, it should be fine. And it's only 6 silver
they're
a
not-
night.
Well, that's not actually that bad at all.
Yes, that's why it's only...
That's why it's only 6 silver, is what
Yes.
you're saying. Yeah. Well, yes. This truth is working. I think I'm feeling pretty good about this. Would you be the Randall that is his name is outside there?
No, that'd be the dwarf back there who's serving everyone their alcohol.
Excellent. Fair enough. Yes, my 2 companions aren't much larger than I. It's just a Tiskrang and a human. So you don't have a specialized Tiskrang bed by any chance, do you, in any of your rooms? They're the ones with the holes in the bottom.
He just stares at you.
No hole for the bed.
Fucking...
I take it that's not a thing where you're from. I see. Okay, well, my bad.
The question is, does Kaja consider this question to be racist?
That's not a question where I come from.
All right.
I'm looking out for my friend's best interest. It makes it really tough for him to sleep on his back without a hole in the bed.
If then he turns over
yes.
and rips his tail off, I mean, come on.
Well, there's that problem too. So, one other question. So I noticed you have some space, little riser over there. You often take performers here in your establishment?
Yeah. Yeah, we usually hire them for the night crowd. If you want to go on, it's 2 silver and a free meal.
Yes. I like this, and any and all tips. Yes.
Yeah. Generally,
Perfect.
the tips are, thrown at you very harshly if you suck, so...
Well, yes, of course. That has yet to happen to me.
That's
so we
when
shall
it's not
see.
actually money.
yeah, really. I get a turkey leg lodged in my eye. Perfect. Yeah. Well,
Bring dinner somehow.
Do you have an act for this evening?
No, people usually wander in.
Well, allow me to call dibs. I'd be more than happy to do my best.
I just wandered in.
All right?
What a queen.
Be here at dusk, and then you'll be able to go on.
That I can do. Excellent. Shall I pay for the room now?
Pay whenever your friends are here. We'll just make sure that
Okay.
not to give it away until I see you. Or A human, Shrang, and an elf all hanging out together. I'll let them know.
Ah, yes, a human to Scrang and elf walk into a bar.
And hopefully pay
Perfect.
for their room.
Oh, you've heard the punchline then, of course. Excellent. You've heard this one. You know this one. All right. Well, my good man, I'll kind of pat him on the shoulder. Perfect. So, actually, one other question. I'm looking for looking to speak to someone about, I guess, a local historian of sorts, a keeper of, and not necessarily a library, but more of a, just someone who's well versed in regional history.
You're looking for the local troubadour.
If that's who it is, then yes, it could be a sage, a scribe of some sort, but doesn't always have to be a troubadour. But we get along. Yeah, we were in the union together, so.
If you go 3 blocks that way, you'll see a fountain. He's usually performing over there.
Perfect. Does he have a name?
Fred.
That must be his stage name. Perfect. Excellent. Human? He's a human? That sounds like a human name to me.
Oh, you'll see.
Fred the Rock.
Now I'm intrigued. Watch. He's going to be like some sort
of those unusual troubadours who, those guys who do like what do they call it, where people like act like statues in public.
He's a cinnamon living statue.
Whose troubadour acts is to do that.
His whole act is like looking surprised for 7 hours.
Yeah.
All right. Wyland will give him a silver for his trouble, and then I will leave.
Okie dokie. So, over to Kaja.
Which I'm sure he was very happy for me to do.
Yes. You hear a sigh as you turn around. But all right. So, Kaja, you are going to improve this equipment?
If possible. I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have the artisan craft weapon. Would that also work with knowing like vaguely how much it would sell for?
I'm going to go with sure. Yeah, because you have to know the worth of the material.
Okay.
Yeah, you can roll for it to get a better understanding of it.
Okay. I'm kind of wanting to do that and try to find like a blacksmith that has like an open thing.
A blacksmith that has a anvil.
Best blacksmiths are the ones that work with an open thing.
Yeah, an open work area instead of just like an open forge, everything.
That's pretty much all of them work, I think.
A lot of them will have an open forge because there's things called fumes and smoke inhalation.
No, like open is in open to like if someone else is in and can know what they're doing, it can use it when they're not.
Okay, yeah. After going around, you finally find one. It's a small, quaint one near the edge of town. You were lugging around orc-sized armor and weapons on you this entire time. So you've gotten some strange looks since you don't look like you're...
So a person can walk, you're saying?
Just a quick jaunt.
Clank, 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 clank.
You've gotten some weird looks, but you finally found one. And you go inside. You know what? I'm going to force this on those two. Force it on you. What's the name of the blacksmith shop?
I actually thought ahead.
Well, you've had time.
So close to the river folk of my kind. It's the Kasrang blacksmith.
That's not a name.
That's it.
Or not the Kasrang. God damn it. The Vrashkan.
There you go.
Vrashkan.
Yes. I mixed up my own words.
It's the blacksmith of my people.
Or at least it's influenced by them or something. I don't know.
All right. So
could be them.
You see a Shrang there just hammering away, doing his stuff. I'm guessing you go up and tap him on the shoulder.
Indeed. And I basically drop everything. Not rudely, but just like, Jesus Christ, I've been carrying the entire city.
So heavy.
I'm looking to sell the armor, and, well, if you're willing to let me use the forge, fix the weapons, and then sell those.
He's sitting there, well, like, whenever you tap him, you scare the crap out of him. Because just ting, 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 hello, Comes close to you with a red hot blade. Doesn't hit you, just scares the crap out of you too.
He only enters 3 customers a week. He's getting better about it.
He actually mutters, "There's a damn rope over there with a bell so people don't scare the crap out of me."
Nobody ever uses it.
What do you want? What do you want?
Looking to sell the armor and either fix or just sell the weapons.
He looks at the armor and goes, "This armor, it very rusted. It's kind of crap."
Yeah, that's why I said scrap.
Yeah. The weapons.
Also, the blood, you can take that out of there too.
Well, I figure we could melt down the armor and make ingots. That way it could be used to somebody one day. Maybe to throw at enemy. The weapons...
Iron ingots are a good sling stone.
We could try to fix them to make them usable. What did you take these off of?
A bunch of very, very dead orcs.
Where did you just come from?
That does make you sound a little like a murderer, actually.
Guards for a caravan. Sorry.
I would like to
you
just
come
remind
to
Dakota out of character for a second that orcs are not inherently evil and are generally considered. They're a player race that are
I know
peaceful
that,
members of
but
society.
he doesn't connect. He's used to. He's like, I'm the good guy here. Nobody's going to question. I was attacked.
Fair enough.
In his mind, it's like, yeah, I just got attacked by a bunch of assholes, and I figured
remember,
this
you
is.
guys are just a bunch of small town guys coming from there, living in a lonely world. Okay.
In these bigger metropolitan areas, they're not as racist against orcs as you are.
No,
Born and raised in
actually,
South Detroit.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
I mean, I wasn't racist before this.
But no, actually, when you say you killed a bunch of orcs, you actually hear like, "Oh my word!" and you see a couple of orc women just, "Huh."
They attacked me.
You're just looking like you may want to keep voice down. But yeah, I'm
This is
guessing.
why Wayland is the party speaker usually.
Yeah.
Oh no, Kasha's new. I want to listen to this. He's good.
I'm guessing
This is like
most of this is crap. So
This is its own kind of performance art, isn't it?
Listen, I'm not. I'm not expecting miracles. It's just I'm tired of carrying it around.
all right. Well, if you want to get a better sale for this, and he pulls out the swords, we can make them into knives, and that would actually sell better than these. Which would be scrapping about a good 75% of all the material on the sword.
Well, that's.
Or we can toss it into big fire, let it melt down, and just make fucking ingots.
I don't feel like working after the bastards.
The ingots are the least work. Trust me.
I've had a hell of a trip.
He takes you over. This is how I make ingots, and he shows you like a big crucible area where he just tosses shit in, and then pours it out.
I will either hand. Do you want me to do it or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. I want to see what you think.
All right. Let's see.
Well, if you're going to invite yourself into screwing
Oh,
everything
God.
up, go ahead.
You think it's worth about half a silver?
Good Lord.
Rough.
See, I think that, but I don't say it. I ask, what can I get for this?
After all the work and using of the forge and stuff, probably 3 silver.
Sounds good.
Okay. He kind of has a look of like, holy shit, that worked.
Well, hey, I think Dakota was 1 point away from just pouring molten iron on himself.
No, I can make myself better. Pour it on the tail.
No. It
I am
sounds
now
good.
iron spraying.
iron.
No. I'm not stupid. Sounds good. Puts lighter, less not lighter, but less annoying thing to carry in bag.
See, getting ripped off is good because it's less money is lighter weight than more money.
But before he
Is it getting ripped off? It was garbage.
Yeah.
It's
True.
three silver for something you didn't really buy, and it is more money than you would have gotten just leaving it there.
It's
Good
3
point.
free silver.
I'll just give it
You
to
sure?
him then and
But
take what I can get.
He's actually sitting there. Or I can give you attachment to tail. I mean, we specialize in that here to make it a little bit better.
Mm.
What race did you say this guy was?
Just trying.
He's a Scrank himself. So, yeah, okay. So he knows the
Exactly.
tail weapon shit.
Well, I'll take that.
Okay. What is your current attack with your tail?
Do you have anything attached to it already?
6? It's just a 6.
Just a 6? All right.
Do you have anything attached to it already though?
No.
Yeah, so it's just base strength. Yeah, so 6.
All right. I'm trying to remember if
Well,
there's
by the
different
rules,
forms
you
of
can add up. You can attach a weapon that's up to size 2 to the, which is roughly comparable to a dagger.
Yeah.
To the tail, and then add whatever that weapon's damage is to tail attacks, basically.
Yeah, actually, that's what I was thinking. So there's like he takes you in and shows you a couple of different styles of like tail attachments.
Maybe like the equivalent of like a spiked knuckles or something.
Essentially, there's
Or tail.
the base one that is just meant to protect the tail. Adds maybe one step at that. But he starts showing you some more and more, and eventually shows you the spiky one. Which I don't know if you want the spike or if you want blunt damage on your tail.
I like the spike.
Yeah, blood knuckle is a fun little blood charm.
All right. So yeah, for the 3 and all the material, because he feels kind of bad that you willingly accepted being ripped off so easily. He's actually gonna take just the 3 for it and go, okay. So here's what I do, and I'm going to size your tail, and I have several sizes, and we can just add the spiky one here. Sound good?
Sounds good.
So imagining like a ring of metal that has spikes coming out of it all around.
Yeah.
He can slap people with with his tail.
Tail spiky thing,
Yes. So you add the dagger damage to your tail now.
which is where is that?
I guess it's kind of like those
So you get
spiked leather cuffs people wear, but on the tail instead.
It's 8 now. Yay!